The Lockheed F-117 Nighthawk was the world's first operational stealth aircraft, entering service in 1983. It flew combat missions from Panama in 1989 all the way through Iraq in 2003. Yet the entire fleet was officially retired from combat duty in April 2008, just 25 years after it became fully operational. That's pretty quick compared to jets like the F-15 or F-16, which have been flying for 40-plus years and counting. So why the rush to park the Nighthawk? The answer comes straight from official U.S. Air Force statements and budget decisions. It all started with a Pentagon document called Program Budget Decision 720, dated December 28, 2005. PBD 720 explicitly proposed retiring the entire F-117 fleet no later than October 2008. The main goal? Free up an estimated $1.07 billion in funding. That money was earmarked to buy more F-22 Raptors, the Air Force's top priority fighter at the time. Now, you might be thinking, wait, why not just keep flying the Nighthawk and buy the F-22s anyway? Great question. The reality is budgets are zero-sum. Every dollar spent on maintaining old jets means one less for new ones. The plan broke it down: retire 10 aircraft in fiscal year 2007 and the remaining 42 in fiscal year 2008. And here's the kicker. PBD 720 said other platforms could already do the stealth precision strikes the F-117 did so well. So, audience, does that make sense? Shifting cash to the future instead of clinging to the past? PBD 720 stated clearly that other Air Force platforms and weapons could already handle precision stealth strikes. It pointed to the B-2 Spirit bomber, the incoming F-22, and even standoff missiles like the AGM-158 JASM. In other words, the unique role the F-117 filled was being covered by newer, more versatile systems. The decision wasn't about the Nighthawk failing, it was about reallocating scarce dollars to next-gen tech. This budget shift was approved and became official policy driving the retirement timeline. In March 2008, General Bruce Carlson, commander of Air Force Materiel Command, laid it out plain and simple. He said the Air Force was retiring the F-117 because a new generation of stealth aircraft offered far better capabilities. That new generation included the B-2 Spirit, the operational F-22 Raptor, and F-35 Joint Strike Fighter. General Carlson also highlighted that the F-117 was expensive to fly and maintain compared to these successors. Think about it for a second. If you've got a groundbreaking tool from the 80s that's now being outclassed, do you keep pouring money into it? Or do you invest in what's next? General Carlson's answer was clear. Classic USAF brass line, but spot on. So, what do you think, folks? Was retiring it too soon, or just smart strategy in a tight budget world? The F-117's famous radar-absorbent material coating required intense, frequent maintenance after every flight. Crews had to inspect and reapply it constantly. A labor-intensive and costly process. The unique faceted shape made routine upkeep way harder than on smoother modern stealth designs. Operating costs per flight hour were significantly higher than for multi-role fighters like the F-16 or incoming F-35. Bottom line, the Air Force concluded the expense no longer matched the limited mission value in a changing threat environment. The Nighthawk was built purely as a subsonic, night attack platform with just 2 internal bombs. It had no radar for air-to-air, no self-defense weapons, and no supersonic speed. Its 1980s-era faceted design was revolutionary then, but computer modeling had advanced far beyond it by the 2000s. The F-22 could do ground attack plus dominate the skies in air superiority. A true multi-role upgrade. The F-35 brought even more: network-centric warfare, better sensors, and broader mission flexibility. Don't get it twisted. The F-117 had an incredible record. 1,271 sorties in Desert Storm with 0 combat losses. It hit about 40% of Iraq's strategic targets using only 2% of the total sorties flown. But by 2008, 17 years after the Gulf War, stealth tech had evolved dramatically. Systems like the B-2 and long-range precision munitions could do deep strikes without needing the Nighthawk's specific profile. Retirement wasn't because it was broken, it was because its job had been successfully handed off to better tools. The 2007 National Defense Authorization Act required the stored F-117s to stay in Type 1,000 inches recallable condition. They went into climate-controlled hangars at Tonopah Test Range, Nevada. Wings and tails removed for storage. As of 2026, about 45 airframes remain, with gradual demilitarization, 2 to 3 per year, planned through at least 2034. A limited number still fly today, not for combat but for aggressor training, radar testing, and stealth R&D against threats like China's J-20. So yeah, the F-117 was retired quickly from frontline duty in 2008 for budget, capability, and cost reasons, but its shadow still flies, proving the legend never fully fades.